it cannot be overstated, I think, just how tactile discovering music was for
Hmm.
our generation growing up and everybody before that. But that's not something people really experience now. Kids growing up now, they're discovering music online, these digital things being passed around that are very ephemeral. Or you watch a YouTube music video or something. I mean, even the way that we discover music now is mostly like that, and it doesn't leave the same impression as when I was a small kid going through these records. These record sleeves are almost as big as I am, and I'm going through these, and they're heavy, and I have to, like, there's huge stacks of them, and I hold it up, and there's this painted artwork, or there's this huge photograph, and if it's a gatefold, you fold it out, and maybe there's a poster inside, and there's interior artwork, all in service of giving you something of the flavor of the music and what it's like. And
Hmm.
we went through different phases where my dad's record player didn't work, and he was constantly fixing it, and so there would be periods of time where my only connection with that music was just the artwork. And then maybe a few months later, when my dad got around to it, he would fix the record player, and I could put on the album and actually experience the music. And I just remember having my dad's copy of the Three Dog Night album Golden Biscuits, and just wondering what it sounded like, and like what the songs were like. I knew the track titles, and the artwork was very strange. And that was one that was a gatefold with painted artwork, and then a fold out cover and a picture of the band and stuff. And I was like, what kind of music did these cats make? And I could find out finally, when my dad fixed the record player and I could put it on. But it was very clear, okay, like, these are the songs, this is what they're called, here are the lyrics, this is the band, and this is the album. And it's fixed in a way that you don't discover music that way anymore. It's just a totally different experience.
Yeah,
for
it's
better or
practically
worse.
intravenous right now.
Yeah.
It can just happen
Mhm.
at the snap of a finger.
I know. And it's not that I'm not discovering great music anymore, but it's almost too slippery to really register.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I feel like lately I'll stumble across great music, just popping up in my recommended videos on YouTube. I'll click on something, I'm like, wow, this is great. But I won't remember who the artist was, or what the track was, or when it came out, or maybe the next day I won't even remember having heard it, even though it was
Hmm.
great. And it might have left an impression if I had discovered it somewhere else.
Hmm.
It's just really hard to get a footing sometimes listening to music now. And you can discover a lot more great stuff, because I mean, a lot of the records that my dad had, I don't really care that much for now. And sometimes only like a song or two on an album, but at least I know what the song is, and I know where to find it. It's very clearly accessible in sort of my mental database. But I don't know, these days it's just really hard sometimes to have that same relationship to a piece of music.
Oh yeah. I mean, with a record, you put it on, and especially an LP, you're kind of forced to listen to it through.
Yeah.
It's not easy to skip a
It's an effort
track,
of
and
will to pick up the needle and go to
yeah,
a certain spot.
and it's more like something you're committing to, and you're slowing down to enjoy the music.